Today I will tell you a new story, unique and interesting. The main character met Emma, and this is Happy Dragon. Her name is the Blaze, then met Mr. Cedric, and this is Clever Smix. This is Emma's friend the Fairy Queen, and this is the book. When we open this book, then begins our story. Emma's favorite place. Book reading is her hobby, and this is the last battleground. Emma loved the library. The musty smell of old books, the quiet rustle of pages being turned, and the way stories seemed to whisper from the shelves. It was her favorite place in the world. On this particular Saturday afternoon, she was exploring a seldom visited section of the library, filled with ancient, dusty tomes. As she ran her fingers along the spines of the books, she noticed something peculiar. One of the books seemed slightly out of place. Curious, she pulled it from the shelf. To her surprise, it wasn't a book at all, but a lever disguised as one. With a creak, a hidden door swung open, revealing a spiral staircase leading down into darkness. Heart pounding with excitement and a hint of fear, Emma grabbed a flashlight from the librarian's desk and stepped through the doorway. The stairs wound down into a cavernous room filled with shelves upon shelves of glowing books. Emma's eyes widened as she took in the sight. Each book glowed with a different color, casting a magical light around the room. She reached out and picked up a small, golden book titled, The Land of Dragons. As soon as she opened it, a gust of wind blew through the room, and she found herself transported into the book's world. She was standing in a lush, green meadow, with a towering castle in the distance and a range of mountains looming beyond. The sky was a brilliant blue, and the air was filled with the scent of blooming flowers. "Hello," said a voice from behind her. Emma turned to see a small dragon, about the size of a horse, with shimmering emerald scales and kind, amber eyes. Emma and Blaze quickly became friends. Blaze was a young dragon, full of curiosity and warmth, who loved telling stories of the magical creatures and heroic adventures in their world. As they traveled through the land, they encountered a brave knight named Sir Cedric, clad in gleaming armor with a sword that sparkled in the sunlight. Sir Cedric explained.
"I'm on a quest to find the heart of the story," Sir Cedric explained. "It's a powerful gem that keeps the stories of our world alive. Without it, everything will fade away."
"Why do you need to find it? What happened to it?"
Emma, Blaze, and Sir Cedric set off on their quest. They traveled through enchanted forests, crossed sparkling rivers, and climbed rugged mountains, facing various challenges along the way. One evening, as they camped under the stars, Blaze shared his worries. "I've never been on such an important quest before. What if we fail?" Emma reached out and placed a hand on Blaze's shoulder.
"We won't fail. We have each other, and together we're stronger than we think."
Emma is right. Courage and friendship are the greatest strengths we have.
Their first real challenge came in the form of a treacherous maze, guarded by a clever sphinx. To pass, they had to solve her riddles.
"What has roots as nobody sees, is taller than trees, up it goes, and yet never grows?" the Sphinx asked.
"Sure, I answer, because I know the answer. A mountain."
The Sphinx smiled and allowed them to pass. This was the first of many trials that tested their wit, bravery, and teamwork. Next, they ventured into the enchanted forest, a place filled with magical creatures and ancient secrets. The trees whispered in an unknown language, and the air shimmered with enchantment. In the heart of the forest, they met the Fairy Queen, who offered them guidance.
To defeat a locker and retrieve the heart of the story, you must believe in the power of your own story. Each of you has a unique strength. Use them wisely.
As they approached Malakar's dark tower, they were ambushed by his minions, shadowy creatures that seemed to suck the light from the air. In the ensuing battle, Emma was captured and taken to the sorcerer's lair. Locked in a dark cell, Emma felt a surge of fear and hopelessness. But then she remembered the Fairy Queen's words. She had her own story, her own strength. Chapter Emma's capture hatched a plan to rescue her. Using Blaze's fire-breathing ability and Sir Cedric's strategic mind, they infiltrated the tower. Blaze's flames melted the bars of Emma's cell, and Sir Cedric's bravery cleared the path out. Together again, their bond was stronger than ever. The trio made their way to Malakar's throne room. The sorcerer, cloaked in darkness, held the heart of the story in his hand. "You think you can defeat me?" he sneered. Emma stepped forward, her voice steady.
You can't erase our stories. They're a part of who we are, and we'll fight to keep them alive.
A fierce battle ensued, with Malakar unleashing dark magic. But Emma, Blaze, and Sir Cedric combined their strengths. Blaze's fire, Sir Cedric's sword, and Emma's unwavering belief created a powerful force that overwhelmed Malakar. With Malakar defeated, Emma took the heart of the story and placed it back in its rightful place. The gem glowed brightly, and the world around them began to heal. Colors became more vibrant, and the air filled with the laughter and joy. Their mission accomplished, Emma knew it was time to return home. Blaze and Sir Cedric accompanied her back to the library, where the magical door awaited. Emma said to Blaze and hugging her friends tightly.
Thank you for everything. I'll never forget you.
She often returned to the secret room, knowing that as long as there were stories, there was magic. And so, the Magic Library continued to be a place of wonder and adventure, reminding everyone who entered that the power of a story lies not just in its words, but in the hearts of those who believe in it. Moral of the story: the moral of the Magic Library is that stories have the power to bring people together, inspire courage, and create lasting friendships.